It looks like Governor Alex Otti and EFCC, they are beginning to fish out the pythons that swallowed Abia State money all these years. Abia State allocation, ITR, there are serious allegations against these former, leaders in Abia State. The government is not keeping silent anymore, and EFCC, they are not joking either. And we just want them to get to the root of this. Few days ago, EFCC declared Sir Christopher Eweremadu wanted over the allegation of money laundering, stealing, and general misappropriation of public fund. And in case you don't know who Sir Christopher Eweremadu is, he was the former commissioner for local government and chieftaincy affairs in Abia State. And on December 2024, a high court in Abuja ordered that EFCC should investigate on how Abia State money, the money that is specifically meant for the development of the 17 local governments in Abia State, the allocations for these local governments, on how it was spent between 2019 to 2023, which was the second tenure of ex-governor Okezie Ikpeazu. Because there's this strong allegation that those billions that was allocated to develop those local governments in Abia State was diverted from the public fund to private individual accounts. And there was this allegation that they also have fake companies, fake establishments that was set up that they were using to divert Abia State public fund. So it was a strong allegation coming up against those people. And EFCC, looking into that situation, they are now pointing hands at the commissioner then that was in charge of this local government, the people that were signing this money, that when they were using TC chairmen during those periods to represent these local governments, that they would just give this 3 months appointment or 6 months appointment or 1 year appointment to these transition chairmen in Abia State to represent that local government. And they are giving them small money. They are saying between 2 million to 4 million monthly. And they are signing out these millions that was supposed to use to develop their local government, and nothing is being done. And this money, they will sign it out and it will go to some particular people in Abia State. And this money has accumulated to billions. And now EFCC is asking serious questions. And that's why they are declaring him wanted, because they said he have a lot to do with that. There is a strong allegation against him on how those monies were diverted in Abia State, that they have to talk, because some figures are not matching up when it comes to how Abia State fund was spent, even beyond those period. But this is the particular one that EFCC is pointing hands at him for, between 2019 to 2023. How did they spend all the billions that was supposed to use to develop this local government in Abia State? Nothing was done. That all those transition chairmen then that had those appointments, and even the 2 years elected ones, that they still did not do anything for the local government. That money was just signed out, and those projects, nothing was done. They were just using projects to sign out money, and which they target as stealing. So now the government is no longer keeping quiet, and EFCC, the people of Abia State, are just like pleading, if they can do their job, do this investigation properly, hold all these people accountable, all the pythons that swallowed Abia State fund, that they should be able to vomit it, so that the current administration can use it to do the work they are doing right now in Abia State. And some time ago, Governor Alex Otti also talked about the irregularities that his administration met when it comes to Abia State, public fund and account. He talked about the 10 billion naira that was signed out for an airport in Abia State. And they ended up building that airport on the air. Because it's just now that Abia State is constructing an international airport, whereas they have already signed out 10 billion to do that. He doesn't understand what is going on with the account. And he said there are also so many irregularities like that, but he doesn't want to bring to the public. You can see what was going on with Abia State accounts, and that is what EFCC is investigating right now. And ex-governor Okezie Ikpeazu have to come out to defend that. He said, yes, that they signed out 10 billion naira for an airport in Abia State, but they didn't use it for airport again, that he used it to construct roads in Abia State. And people are asking questions, which road did you construct in Abia State? And the governor said that there are so many irregularities like that when it comes to the fund of Abia State. So right now, it looks like the government is no longer keeping quiet. And look at what happened with the Abia State new government house, that it took them so many years to construct. Like 16 years or thereabout to build that new government house, signed out several millions. And at the end of the day, it is not even habitable. When they valued that property, even when they looked inside, they commissioned a property that was not even, completed. You can see a lot of things that have been going on with Abia State accounts before Governor Alex Otti became the governor of Abia State. And he decided to keep quiet to the extent that these people even have the guts to write a letter against him to EFCC. You saw what happened a few days ago when the group that called themselves the Abia State Best Interest Association, they wrote a letter to EFCC, to different organizations, to the National Assembly, to World Bank, to the Ministry of Education, that Governor Alex Otti should account what he did with Abia State 54 billion that he promised to build smart schools with. And these were the same people that were sitting in Abia State when all this money was going left and right, that they could not even account for. Just because Governor Alex Otti is silent, that he doesn't want to talk about it. They even have the guts to start writing those kind of letters, allegations against him. When the evil that happened in Abia State, they were sitting on it. The allegations, nothing had been done towards it. And right now, the people of Abia State, they are pleading with EFCC that they should please do their job. Let all these people vomit all the money that they swallowed in Abia State, so that the current administration can use it to develop Abia State further. And also in February, there was a case that EFCC opened against former Governor T.A. Orji and his son Chinedu Orji and some other people with them on how they mismanaged 47 billion naira in Abia State. And some people are saying the money is even more than that. But that allegation, the people said they should investigate further on how they spent that money, that EFCC should recover this money for the people of Abia State. The people are happy that they are opening these cases against these people. But the point is, let them just not open it and forget about it. They should follow it up to the end. The target is for them to bring back that money to Abia State, for these people to go to prison. That is the target. That is what the people are looking at. They should recover that money for the people of Abia State, and they should pay for the consequences of doing that. If you're a lover of Abia State and you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click on the subscription button right now, and you'll never miss anything that is going on with Abia State politics.